Went on to say that you did not want your money going to immigrants who, quote, rape our kids and get priority, end quote. This offence is so serious that an immediate custodial sentence is unavoidable. Would you stand, please? The sentence that I pass has been reduced by 1/3 to reflect your guilty plea. The sentence is one of 20 months imprisonment.
So what did the guy say again? He said he didn't want our money going to men that rape our babies and get priority. That's what he said. You mean like Anisit Mayala, Congolese national, tried to get deported 10 times, was given asylum because you can't deport anyone in the UK, and then raped a girl, 15, and impregnated her. 15 years old. He was 41. That's actually what happened. He's gone to jail now. Yeah, you mean saying the truth now gets this guy in prison. So if I say 2 + 2 is 4, that goes. I can now go to jail. He said completely correctly. He doesn't want his money going to people that rape their children and get priority. We have an exact example of some guy who did that, and he still went to jail. The UK is so gone, I've no more words. Let's go deeper. The NHS doctors. Oh, sorry. So first we have the British soldier who just got sentenced for 2 years for a Facebook post. This is by the same judge, by the way. Same judge. She let off a rapist. She refused to put his actual rapist, didn't give him a prison sentence, and then let out a paedophile early because of prison overcrowding. Just recently, a woman, check her out, Tracy something, I forgot her name. A female judge just let off refused to sentence a rapist and let off a paedophile. But a guy wrote a Facebook post. She thinks it's so serious. A British soldier was sentenced to 2 years in prison. I'm not making this up. You can please go and, fact check me, right? Real fact check, not BBC fact check. A real fact check, please. This is really happening and no one does anything. Let's keep going. Let's keep going about the scary police state of the UK, which it is now. So we all know everyone's going into prison for all these things. Let's go Mark Stein. He had the biggest following in GB News. He was actually in Fox in America and GB News. And Ofcom fined him £150,000. Okay, they fined him 100. Why? Spreading misinformation about COVID, right? He was saying the truth. This is a guy who actually took the vax, and had 2 heart attacks because of it. So he's very annoyed. Okay, he took the vax, had 2 heart attacks, and now they're still taking him to court. They want to bury him. They want to destroy him. On the other hand, we have the NHS doctors, all the Muslim NHS doctors. The first one was the head of a British. It's now defined as a terror organization. He was the head of it. He was in the protests, the pro-Palestinian protests. He's an NHS doctor, and I knew it. He got suspended, and what happened? Would you believe it? Obviously got reinstated. We have a neurologist. This is all in the Telegraph, by the way. You can check it up today. It's in the Daily Telegraph. A neurologist, NHS doctor, who called the Hamas leader a legend, celebrated the killing of Israeli babies and children. That's not a hate crime, guys. That's not bad. Saying, I don't want my money to go to men who rape children and rape our children and get priority, that's 20 months. Celebrating the death of babies and children, that's fine. Calling for jihad and intifada, which literally means slaughter, that's incitement to hatred. That's fine. You can do it every day. You can go pro-Palestinian protest, no problem. The farmers' protest yesterday, did you hear what they said? Any of the tractors who went past Whitehall was on camera and will be fined. Was on camera and will be. They'll be fined. Don't you worry. They will be fined. They will fine them. That is the insanity. The farmers. That, by the way, let's just go with the farmer protest. No manufacturing plant. No manufacturing products suffer IHT, inheritance tax. Only farms now, that's all it is. What is a farm? It's a manufacturing plant. Only farms now are going to be hit with this thing, and it's basically to get rid of them in order for the net zero maniacs and for the WEF puppets to steal all the land. That's clear. I mean, it's clear as day. That's all it is. The UK now is a two-tier psychotic hellhole police state. That guy went to jail. He is in jail now for writing, "I don't want my money to go to this." What the heck has that got to do with anything in the country? This is where it is now. And now, questions for you, for all the viewers. I think a few weeks ago in Edinburgh in Scotland, a man's head was found decapitated. The body was somewhere else. The police immediately covered it up. They went into the pubs, told no one is allowed to come out. They immediately covered up and said it was a bus that hit him and decapitated his head. Every single bus has cameras. There's not a single bus in the UK that doesn't have cameras that isn't watching it, okay? Where is the bus footage? Where is it? Where's the bus driver? Why haven't we heard from him? Who is this guy? Clearly, we know what happened. It was a Muslim beheading. It's so obvious. And yet this is not being discussed, completely hushed up. Apparently, I'm hearing, now this is just speculation, I'm hearing there were non-disclosure agreements signed by the police, and police are doing that. In Southport, that is for sure what happened. There are non-disclosure agreements were signed, and they get paid if you don't say anything. They're getting paid by the police to shut up and be silent. That is what's happening in the UK now. Anyone who goes against the Muslims, and that's all it is, I'm just going to say it out straight. There is no other minority that they don't care about Jews. There's a Jew reports another Jew, he's going to prison, he's about to lose his job, right? We called him a capo. Imagine a Jew calling another Jew a capo. A capo means Jews who snitch on other Jews. That's what that guy did. So he actually fulfilled it, and now he's might lose his job, and he's already got a non-crime hate incident, and it could get worse. So anyone like that, they get busted. But Muslims have this special exclusivity, and I'm not even talking about Hindus wouldn't get this, Buddhists wouldn't get this, no one gets this exclusivity. NHS doctors still spouting hate, not one hate crime, not called in. A 9-year-old was given an NCHI, a non-crime hate incident, right, was given, knocked on the door by the police and given it. Why? They called her friend a retard in the playground. I swear on my life, that is what happened. They called another kid, 9 years old, a retard, and now the police came and registered that for them and told the parents off. Yeah. It's worse than Stalin. It's worse than the USSR. Way worse. You can't say anything. You know that. You know you're silenced. This is where we are. Crazy.